Welcome to Brindavan, a Parthasadi family Samarpanam to our beloved parents, a space for enjoying Vaishnava Sampradaya, Slokas, songs, Divyadesa Pasarams, and much more. Namaskaram Bhagavatas. Today we will soak ourselves in the Arthanubhavam of Slokam 64 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam. रामानुजदयापात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकं श्रीशैलेशदयापात्रं दीपत्यादिगुणात्मकं यतीन्द्रप्रवणं वन्दे रम्यजामातरं मुनिम्.
अनिवर्ती निवृत्तात्मा संक्षेप्ताक्षेमकृच्छिवः श्रीवत्सवक्षः श्रीवासः श्रीपतिः श्रीमताम्बरः.
The first nama in Sloka 64 is Anivarti. Nivarti is redemption. He grants rebirth to those who follow the path of Pravritti Dharma. After they enjoy the fruits of their actions in the Swargaloka and sees that they do not get away from the samsara bandha. That is, he does not give them complete redemption because they are following Pravritti Dharma and they want to enjoy more of the material pleasures of the world. So he brings them back into the world to enjoy his creations. That is Anivarti. Nivarti is redemption from the cycle of birth and death or anything, and Anivarti is no redemption. They enjoy in Paramapadam, then they come back to the Bhulokam to enjoy. That is Bhagavan. Nama is Anivartine Namaha. We will now see the Nama Nivritatma. This is the second Nama at Slokam 64. He is the inner soul. Atma is the inner soul. He is the inner soul for those who observe the Nivritti Dharma. Nivritti Dharma is what when one seeks him to attain moksha and liberation from the cycle of birth and death. So he resides as the inner soul for those who observe the Nivritti Atma and ensures that the samsara bandham does not come back in their mind, and eventually gives them moksham and liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Nama is Nivritatmane Namaha. The third Nama is Sankshepta. He constrains the mind and knowledge of those who observe Pravritti Dharma, seeking him for more and material pleasures. That is, he makes them ask for more and more of material pleasures, and so he gives them rebirth to come back into samsara bandham and enjoy more of the eternal pleasures. So he gives according to what we ask for or what we aspire for. Nama is Sanksheptre Namaha. We will now see Kshemakrit or Kshemakrit. He gives knowledge and greatness to those who observe Nivritti Dharma and ensures that their devotion towards him is always increased and does not reduce at any time. It only is. They're seeking those who follow the Nivritti Dharma. He ensures that their devotion towards him keeps increasing and does not reduce at any time, because he removes all the obstructions that they encounter in their path. He makes their path clear of any distractions, or he keeps their mind clear that he is the only one who they are seeking for. The Nama is Chema Krite Namaha. Namalvar in his Thiruvaimozhi 7.5.10 sings about how Bhagavan gives those what they ask for, everybody what they ask for. வார்த்தை அறிபவர் மாயவர்க்கு ஆளின்றி ஆவரோ போர்த்த பிறப்பொடு நோயோடு மூப்போடு இறப்பு இவை பேர்த்து பெருந்துன்பம் வேரரணீக்கி தன் தாளி கீழ்ச்சேர்த்து அவன் செய்யும் சேமத்தை எண்ணி தெளிவுற்றே. He says, those who follow the Nivritti Dharma and ask for moksha, Bhagavan, he removes the pirappodu noyodu moop irappa ivai perthu. He removes the any birth, sickness, old age and death again. Perundunbam avar araniki. He gives them total bliss and keeps them at his lotus feet. We will now see Sivaha. He gives earthly happiness to those who ask for material pleasures and eternal joy to those who seek him for moksha. He is Siva for the good people and Asiva for the bad people. He grants good for the righteous ones and punishes the evil-mindedness or evil-minded ones. Even his punishment is only to ensure that the evil-minded ones understand what they are doing is wrong and turn towards him for eternal bliss. Nama is Sivaya Namaha. Namangal in his Tirumari, first Padigam, and sings about how he is wanting to be with Perumal. He melts, the heart melts on listening to this. Vaadineen varindineen manattal perinduyar idumbayil pirandu கூடினேன் கோடி இளையவர் தம்மோடு அவர் தரும் கலவிதியே கருதி ஓடினேன் ஓடி உய்வதோர் பொருளால் உணர்வெனும் பெரும் பதம் தெரிந்து நாடினேன் நான் கண்டு கொண்டேன் நாராயணா என்னும் நாமம். He says, I went into a rabbit hole wanting to make more and more money and thinking about everything. But then when I realized Bhagavan, when I understood Kandugodde, when I realized Narayana's Nama, I felt very bad. Vaadineen varindineen maratta. So he said, I felt so bad. It was very difficult for me. And then he said, I understood what I was born for. So that is Tirumangala Periya Tirumari 1.1.1. In the same Padigam, that is towards the end, he says, what are things what Narayana's Nama can give us? Kulam tarum selvam tandidum adiyar padudoirayina ellam நிலம் தரம் செய்யும் நீள் விசம்ப அருளும் அருளோடு பெருநிலம் அளிக்கும் பலம் தரும் மற்றும் தந்திடம் பெற்ற தாயினும் ஆயின செய்யும் நலம் தரும் சொல்லை நான் கண்டு கொண்டேன் நாராயணா என்னும் நாமம். He says, I understood or I realized Narayana, what are things what telling his name can give, Nama can give us. He says, Kulam taram selvam tendiram. It will make us be born in a very high, respectful family. Adiyar padithurai nilam taram seyyum neelvisumbu taram. Neelvisumbu, That is, it gives us eternal happiness, not happiness in this world alone, but happiness, eternal happiness. Petra Thayinum Ayina Seyyum. Petra Thai is Thai, that is your mother. Bhagavan's Nama will do even more what a mother can do. The mother is the one who sacrifices everything. She is ready to give everything for her children. She gives them life, she carries them in the womb, she gives them her own life when she gives birth to them. And she gives them life. But Narayana's Namam will give them even more. Petra Thayina Ayam Seyam. Even during the life, the mother is ready to sacrifice anything to keep her children happy. Whether it be food, dress, clothes, or whatever it is. But Bhagavan will give even more than what the mother can give. That's what Tirumari says in his Periya Tirumari 1.1.9. We will now see Sri Vatsavakshaha. The Namas till 6 and 19 describe his close relationship with his consort, Sri Mahalakshmi or Lakshmi Pirati or Tayar. He has the Srivatsam insignia on his chest, which distinguishes him from his creations. That is, he has his consort on his chest. Vakshasthalam is the chest and Srivatsam is the mole. Srivatsa Vakshasthalaha. Lakshmi Vallabhaya Saubhagya Chinnam Srivatsa Namakam. So that it is a Chinnam. It is the symbol that of Srivats, of Sri Mahadevi Lakshmi, that he has on his chest. Lakshmi Vallabha, that is Bhagavan, has Saubhagya Chinnam of Sri Mahalakshmi. Sri Vatsa Vaksha Aisyasti Vakshasi Iti Satu Smrita. He always keeps thinking of her. He is never separated from her. So Nama is Sri Vatsa Vakshase Namaha. As we said, now until some more namas are going to come only about the relationship between Bhagavan and Tayar. Sri Vasaha. Sri is always Tayar. Vasam is to reside. He is like the Kalpaka tree where the Tayar resides within and she plays around the tree. His four arms, Chaturbhujam, are like the branches of the Kalpaka tree. So that is a close relationship between Bhagavan and Tayar. We will now see how Namalvar sings on Bhagavan's relationship. Namalvar in Tiruvamir 6.10.10 sings about the relationship between Tayar and Perumal. How Tayar is in the chest of Bhagavan. Alarmel Mangai Uraimarba. So he is in her, within her, and she is within him. Agallagillen Irayam enne Alarmel Mangai Uraimarba Nigarel Pugarai Ulagam Mundudayai Ennai Alvane Nigarel Amarargal Munikkanangal Virumbum Thiruvengadatane Pugal Vondilla Adiyen Un Adikid Amandu Pugundene. He says, I have no other place to go to. I come and pay my obeisance to you, and I am at your lotus feet at the service of you. We will now see Sri Patihi. Sri is Tayar, Pati is consort. So he is the consort of Sri Mahalakshmi. So all these namas start with Sri. So it is showing the relationship between Bhagavan and Tayar. There are several references to this. We will now see them. Nama is Sriyapataye Namaha. Several of our scriptures talk about the relationship between Tayar and Perumal. In Sri Suktam, it says, Asyeshana Jagato Vishnu Patni. She is the ruler of the universe and the consort of Sri Mahavishnu. Vishnu Patni. She is the consort of, she is the Patni of Mahavishnu. In Divya Prabandham, we will just see 3. There are much more, but we will just see just 3 of them. In Tiruvamari 1.9.1, Namalva says, Trivin Manalan. He is the consort of Sri Mahalakshmi. In Tiruvamari 10.10.7, he says, Kola Malat Pavai Kanvagiya Anbeyo. He says, Kola Malat Pavai. You are the consort and the love of Sri Mahalakshmi. Anbu is love. In Periya Tirumazhi, Tirumangalva sings, Tiruvukkum Tiruvagiya Salva. He who is the wealth of the consort of Tiruvukkum, Tiru is Sri, who is Mahalakshmi, and you are the consort of the one who bestows the wealth on all. What beautiful sayings of the relationship between Tayar and Perumal. The last Nama in Slokam 64 is Sri Matam Varaha. Sri is again Tayar, and again we talk about the relationship between Bhagavan and Tayar. He is the most superior to all the Brahmas and Devas, as he is the one who is the most fitting for Aishwarya Lakshmi, who resides permanently in his chest. Sri Mahalakshmi, after having her auspicious bath snanam and wearing a pure white garland, white dress and all the divine jewellery, reached her abode where she is supposed to stay, which is the chest of Sriman Narayana, as all the Brahmas and Devas were witnessing. The Devas and Brahmas were blessed to and attain perfect happiness immediately by the glance of Sri Mahalakshmi from the chest, as said in Sri Vishnu Puranam. Kadaikan Parvai, Tayarin Kadaikan Parvai. That is a little glance from her, from the chest of Perumal, is enough to bring all the Aishwaryam. Aishwaryam is all kinds of wealth, knowledge, money, everything, whatever it is. Bhagavan has the complete vision of Sri Mahalakshmi, and a slight glance of him falls on the other Devas. This is also told in Vishnu Purana. The Nama is Sri Matam Varaya Namaha. Namalvar, again in Tiruvamari 7.2.9, sings about the close relationship between Perumal and Sri Mahalakshmi, who is in his chest. En Tirumagal Ser Marvane Ennum Ennuடைய ஆவியே என்னும் நின் திரு எயிற்றால் இடந்து நீ கொண்ட நிலமகள் கேள்வனே என்றும் அன்று உருமேழும் தழுவி நீ கொண்ட ஆய்மகள் அன்பனே என்னும் தேன் திருவரங்கம் கோயில் கொண்டானே தெளிகிலேன் முடிவள் தனக்கே. He sings about all the 3 Tayars, Sri Devi, Tirumagal, Bhudevi, Nilamagal, and Aymagal, Neela Devi. and how he has all the three tayars in his chest. Then Thiruvarangam Koil Kondane, that Bhagavan in Srirangam, that Ranganatha in Srirangam, who is having all of these three tayars in his chest. I pray to him. That's what he says. Nammalvar Thiruvaimari 7.2.9. To summarize Slokam 64, the first half of the Padigam is about how Bhagavan gives what we ask for. For those who follow the Pravritti Dharma, he grants rebirth. Pravritti Dharma, as we said, is when one wants to have more and more of material pleasures, he makes them be reborn. He gives them rebirth and gives them the fruit of their actions after they enjoy in Swargalokam. He makes them be born again and then enjoy what they ask for in the earth, in the Bhulokam, and gives them and sees that they do not get away from the samsara bandham. Because only those who are samsara bandham come back to this earth. He is the inner soul or the Atma of those who are in the Nivritti Dharma, those who ask for moksha. He ensures that all impediments to their thinking of Bhagavan or requesting moksha does not interfere, does not come into their mind. He makes their mind clear that they seek only no rebirth and only eternal bliss at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. The other set of namas here describe the close relationship between Tayar and Perumal, but how Tayar is always in Perumal's chest and he always keeps her very close. And they both are very close to each other, and Tayar never separates from Perumal at any point in time. They are always together. That is what is described in the second half of the Slokam 64. Lakshmi Vallabhaya Saubhagya Chinnam Sri Vatsa Namakam Sri Vatsa Vaksha Asya Asti Vakshasi Iti Satu Smritaha. Lakshmi Vallabham. He is a Lakshmi Vallabham. He is a Vallabha for Lakshmi. And he has his Chinnam. What is his insignia? It is Tayar on his chest, is what is meant. This brings us to end of Slokam 64. See you all in 65.